What's going on, YouTube? Colossal Tugboat here with part 3 of the Indianapolis Colts rebuild. So far, it's been a complete letdown for our hometown team. We still got 2 more years to bring a Super Bowl back to Indianapolis, so let's see what we can do. Before we get going in the video, be sure to leave a like if you enjoy the video. Be sure to subscribe, turn on the notification bell. That way you can see whenever I post, usually going up about 2-3 times a week. So I do appreciate all the support we've been receiving. Be sure to leave a follow or a like on all those social media things down below. And then if you're looking at Raise Energy, of course, use code Colossal Tugboat at checkout. Save yourself some money and help support me. That'd be much appreciated. And without further ado, let's get into this video. So going into year 4, we got the same exact offense pretty much going in, minus Jack Doyle. We did move up Calhoun. We drafted him a year or 2 ago. Moved down Mark Lewinsky and starting him. Other than that, though, same exact offense. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing because the offense hasn't really performed. We didn't check dev upgrades after last season. DeForest is up to an X Factor. Yannick is up to a superstar. Montez is still a star. And then remember the corner we drafted in year 2? He turned out to be a superstar. Not very good, so he's at the bottom of the depth chart. I noticed that. So that's pretty interesting, actually. Try and maximize the most out of our dev traits and give this guy some actual playing time. We still got some depth behind at the cornerback position, so we're looking pretty good. Lots of pretty colors going up around the defense. I did just notice, too, Anthony Walker is up to a star, so that is nice. I mean, defense is doing their thing. We just need the offense to show up week in, week out. We'll leave Zach Pascal in the slot, see how he does. So we'll just leave that as it is. Go ahead, jump to the regular season. In year 4, we're getting to that point where we really got to get to the Super Bowl. Our goal is going to be to make the playoffs. It'll be our quarterback's 2nd year in the league. 3rd year, actually. 3rd years. He had a pretty good first season. Kind of fell off last season. So I'm really hoping that he finds his footing here in year 3 for him. Let's get to midseason, see how everything's going. Hopefully we're not 2-4, 2-5 again, because I'm going to lose my mind if we are. Week 7 is a bye, so I have no indication as to what the team is doing. Michael Pittman does have a breakout game coming up here against the Tennessee Titans. We are 4-2, okay, and the Titans are 4-2, so that's probably a division battle right there. Obviously division battle, but for the top of the division, 4-2, 4-2. Still a tight division, but we are on the top side of it, so I will take that. Players ready to negotiate. We got Ngakoue, who should be 28, 29. I would like to bring him back. Braden Smith, I would like to bring. There's a lot of people. I'm gonna sound kind of absurd saying this, but I just don't know. I don't think we bring back Jonathan Taylor. We'll take a look at the stats. I think Sweat and Ngakoue are very, very likely to be re-signed because they've just been absolutely dominating the defense. 4-2 stats should be pretty good, I would imagine. 17th in passing yards, but 3rd in touchdowns. 16 touchdowns, 4 interceptions, very good ratio. I will take that. Almost 1,600 yards. Rushing, Jonathan Taylor's just doing average things. Nyheim Hines is there helping split the work. I mean, that's actually a pretty even split. And Taylor is making more out of his reps than Hines. Receiving, Michael Gallup leading the team in receptions and yards, and also has 3 touchdowns. Michael Pittman has 5 touchdowns, 320 yards off 22 grabs. Hayden Hurst not finding the end zone. Nyheim Hines doing well catching the ball. So it just seems like it's just like the 3 wide receivers and then nobody else touches the ball. Outside of that rotation, I guess we can check and see how our team is doing blocking. Outside of those 2, though, I mean, we've only given up 1 sack, so that's solid. Defensively, Bobby Okereke is leading the team with tackles. Desmond King right behind him. TFLs led by DeForest Buckner with 11, 6 from Ngakoue. Already has 7.5 sacks, 2.5 Ngakoue, 2 Reggie Johnson, 2 Tyquan McNeil. 3 picks on the year, Deshaun Elliott, Desmond King, and Kenny Moore. So Ngakoue, we should almost definitely bring back 100%, and he is back. Braden Smith, we're going to want to keep. Probably move him inside. He's an 89. He's still giving up a ton of sacks, though. It's just really concerning. Kenny Moore, this is year 4. Yeah, we'll re-sign you to a 1-year deal. Wants more salary, of course. Montez Sweat, we'll try and re-sign. He's back. Michael Pittman, we definitely need to re-sign. Dude is coming to form this season. wants more money. We can make that work. Jonathan Taylor, jury's still out. Zach Pascal, we can run with Paris Campbell and be fine. Nyheim Hines, Julian Blackman, we're going to want to re-sign. Make sure and keep a safety. He wants more money. So sitting at the end of season number 4, we made the playoffs for the second year out of 4. Again at 8-8. Every other team in the division is 7-9. I don't know what it is with the AFC South. I mean, I know we're not great by any means as a whole, but Madden really just likes shitting on us. For the Jags, I mean, we didn't really have a good team. The whole division was bad. Consistently 8-8 division winners. I mean, 8-8, but we had this quarterback who just absolutely killed it. 4,300 yards, 37 touchdowns, 9 picks. Had a good year. Jonathan Taylor, close to 800 yards, 5 touchdowns. We did end up re-signing Jonathan Taylor. I might have re-signed Nyheim Hines. I can't remember it. My thinking was I've got to re-sign at least one of them. Otherwise, we're not really going to have a running back going into next season. So we just went ahead and re-signed Taylor. 80 catches for Michael Gallup, 1,100 yards, 8 touchdowns. Zach Pascal, 56 catches, 861 and 11. Hayden Hurst, only 2 touchdowns, but did lead the team with 81 grabs for 818. And Pittman had a respectable almost 70 catches, 800 yards, and 7 touchdowns. So not bad right there. Defensively, Kenny Moore led the team in tackles with 106. Darius Leonard had 94. TFLs, DeForest Buckner 21, Ngakoue 20, Montez Sweat 13. Just a friendly reminder whenever we get down to it, after we noticed DeForest Buckner's 14.5 sacks, friendly reminder, Montez Sweat didn't have a single sack through 8 games. So he turned it on second half of the season, picked up 8.5 sacks after we gave him that contract extension. He is happy to be here, and he's playing his butt off. I would have liked to see more out of Ngakoue. He was getting in the backfield for sure with the TFLs, but sack department, not so much. Darius Leonard, 4.5. Tyquan McNeil, 4. All in all, not too bad. 3 more picks for Desmond King. I think he's gotten like 2 or 3 picks every single year since he's been picked up by us. That's really, really awesome. Deshaun Elliott, 2. Okereke, Rock Yassin, and Kenny Moore all with 1 pick. And then in the fumble department, we forced 3 on the year. Not too bad. We were 14th in offensive yards. Definitely a step up from where we've been. And 5th in defensive yards. So we had a pretty solid team. Baker Mayfield wins the MVP for the Cleveland Browns. Cam Newton, not too far off there. Don't you worry. At number 2. Isaiah Cole actually came in 7th. So we did finally have someone at least on the ballot for MVP. Baker Mayfield wins Offensive Player of the Year in the AFC. We had Isaiah Cole at number 6. Defensive Player of the Year goes to Von Miller, and we had DeForest Buckner at number 5. Offensive Rookie of the Year, Mario Rosenthal of the Baltimore Ravens. Nobody for us. Nobody on defense. Quarterback, we had the 3rd best quarterback. Nobody on best running back. Michael Gallup made 10th on best wide receiver. Quentin Nelson, number 1 offensive lineman. DeForest Buckner, Yannick Ngakoue, all on the defensive line. Linebackers, we're just not getting any love there. Defensive back, nothing. And kicker, nothing. Colts not getting a ton of love outside of a player or 2 in the awards category, but that's all right. We will take what we get. Similar to a few years ago when we first made the playoffs, we have a team that's 9-7 taking on us, the 8-8 division winners. Going to be a tough matchup. It's the Buffalo Bills. We got 2 X Factors now with DeForest Buckner and Darius Leonard. We have our superstars, Quentin Nelson, Yannick Ngakoue, Bobby Okereke, and Antoine Roten, of course. The Bills have 3 X Factors of their own, Stephon Diggs, Tre'Davious White, and Matt Milano. And superstars, they have Tremaine Edmonds, Markel Lee, and Micah Hyde. So it'll be a pretty tough matchup. Should really be a defensive battle. Let's hope we can pull it off. I'm going to be a little bit more trigger happy to jump in and try and help guide my team. I hope we just get a nice natural win. Kicking it off in Lucas Oil Stadium. Once again, we have the home field advantage in this matchup because even though we were 8-8, we won our division. Let's see if we can make any kind of magic happen here in the postseason. Like I kind of said, it looks like a defensive battle right out of the gates. 3-3 coming out of halftime. Just not much happening on the offense end. Is 9-3. It's a field goal battle. We took the lead 10-9. Not jumping in on defense. I'm not jumping in on defense again. Took a 9-point lead. 4th down. We got to keep the drive alive. I haven't played with this team yet. Got the ball to Michael Pittman. Got the 1st down. Crucial 3rd down. I mean, we got to go for it, right? I know you don't really have to, but the thinking here is if we get a touchdown now and we get a stop, then it's a lot easier to kick a field goal. There we go. All right, we got it. Big onside kick. Nah, I'll let my defense take care of that. All right, here we go. Minute 17 left. No timeouts. Game is on the line. We just need to get into field goal position. Boom. All right, 1-point lead, 8 seconds left. The former Raider, DeVecchio, with absolute ice water in his veins. Not playing on defense because I'll give up a big play. I already know it. On the golden leg, we made it to the 2nd round of the playoffs. Zach Pascal, super steady hands. Wasn't pretty, but we'll take it. We got our first playoff win. Give it the juice. Take it into the next round and see what we can do. In week 2, we play the Cleveland Browns and the MVP winner, Baker Mayfield. Will be interesting to see. Let's go ahead and take a look at the X Factor discrepancy. They are in 90. We are in 88. They only have 2 X Factors. Nick Chubb and Myles Garrett, 2 very, very good players, top at their respective positions. They still have Odell, Jarvis Landry, Mac Wilson's up to a superstar, Jacob Phillips up to a superstar, Bobby Claxton, and Olivier Vernon. So they've got a solid squad. You know our team. Let's see how they match up on the field. Week 2 of the playoffs in the divisional round. Let's see how this one goes. Pretty high-powered offense by Cleveland. Let's see if our offense can keep up or our defense can just shut them down. That would be even better. I'm going to, again, try and stay out of this one for as long as I can. Right now, the offense for our team looks pretty potent. 14-3 lead, 14-10 going into half. We're just kind of clicking on all cylinders right now. We tried to settle for a field goal but missed it, so I guess I spoke too soon. And there goes the lead. Cleveland's got the ball driving down the field. We held them without a score. Let's go ahead and take over. Just a little over 2 minutes left. See what we can do to try and put this game on ice. That's a touchdown. Too easy right there. There we go. chewed off about a minute and a half. We're going to take, hopefully, a 4-point lead. Let's hope our defense can hold strong. And they did. There we go. Like I said, baby, playoffs, anything can happen. Team put up a hell of a performance. Came out with the victory against the Cleveland Browns. I really didn't have to do that much. Just took over for a drive. Let's go. We're going to the conference championship. We take on Kansas City Chiefs led by Patrick Mahomes. I said it the last game, and I'm going to say it again. It's going to be a tough one. I mean, it's the freaking Chiefs. Their list of X Factors is as big as our list of just superstars and X Factors combined. Chris Jones, Tyreek Hill, Patrick Mahomes, Travis Kelce, Tyrann Mathieu, Dorian O'Daniel somehow made X Factor. That's dope. And then Harrison Butker and Willie Gay. I can be intimidated by the X Factors. It doesn't really mean everything in the world. So let's see how this game shapes out. I don't think our defense is going to be able to hang. Unfortunately, they did well with the Cleveland Browns. This is just kind of a whole new animal. And their defense actually seems to be holding us. We need to get a score before halftime. We're in it this far. I'm dedicated to getting to this Super Bowl. Michael Pittman, practically wide open in the end zone right there. Good find. And we at least got a score going into halftime. Again, I'm going to take over. I'm going to do everything I can to help this team win. There we go. Easy touchdown right there. Walked right in the end zone. So we take the 14-10 lead. Got the ball right back again. That's a pick. Oh! Wow! Dorian O'Daniel just got mossed. Zach Pascal doing it. 4th and 10. I'm not risking it. I just can't do defense, man. Nope. I'll let my defense get the stop. I'll just keep playing offense. Be all right. Oh, Jonathan Taylor will not be denied. There we go. Nice run, nice fight to get into the end zone, and absolutely puts this game on ice. And there you have it. Once we took over, Indianapolis Colts are going to the Super Bowl. They said we couldn't beat the Buffalo Bills. We pulled it out in a tight defensive battle. They said we couldn't keep up with the Cleveland Browns' high-powered offense, but we outpaced them. They said we couldn't do it against Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City high-powered offense, but we did it to them too. Let's go. Let's get those upgrades on the player. Let's get ready for our trip to the Super Bowl. See who we will be playing. We got the 10-6 Tampa Bay Buccaneers against the 8-8 Indianapolis Colts. You know our guys. No surprise. Well, holy shit, we didn't know Bobby Okereke is an X Factor now. I must have missed something. Superstar X Factors, Mike Evans, the only X Factor for the Buccaneers, but they got their fair share of superstars. Chris Godwin, Vita Vea, Shaquille Barrett, Rob Gronkowski, Nasir Downing, and D Ford. I think we got a good chance to take this Super Bowl, in all honesty. Again, we've made it this far. I'm going to do everything in my power to make sure we win this Super Bowl. But if it gets too far out of hand, that's the way it is, you know. So let's see how it goes. They do have a pretty good offense by the looks of it. We're just for a little bit, we're going to let it coast. All right, we're already down 14-0. That's not good. Let's get a score in the red zone. This is kind of what changed the tides for us in the Kansas City game once we got a score. So let's see what we can do here. Surprised Devin White's not a superstar. There we go. Get some points on the board. That's what we needed. Red zone alert. Let's see if we can get another one right before half. Run it in for a touchdown ourselves. We'll take it. So 14-14, 25 seconds left to half. We're not going to score anything on a Hail Mary. Took the lead again. We're just going to have to fight here. I mean, I think that's what's going to boil down to. If they can get one stop here, we'll be in good shape. Well, that's it. NICKMERCS looking coach over there for Tampa Bay got the win. Well, we made the Super Bowl in year number 4 in a year that we didn't expect to really do that much. So that's a positive. Going into year 5, we can see who's available in free agency with the $17 million we got. Otherwise, we're just chilling. Free agency wrap up for going into year 5. We brought back Nyheim Hines just because there wasn't much backup running back wise there, and he did really well in the playoffs. And then we picked up Sterling Shepard. Tried to pick up Laviska Shenault, but just another receiver in there. With the 31st overall pick, we took a running back who ended up being the #1 player in the class, 80 overall. Only normal development, but has absolute freaky stats. J.R. Woodson, wide receiver, 75 overall. Not a bad pick there. Fair warning, so I don't know what any of these guys are, anything like that outside of my very first pick. Going into year 5, final year of the rebuild, we made it to the Super Bowl. We did not win it last season, so of course the goal is to win the Super Bowl. So let's see if we can get back there. Offense has not changed one bit outside of the addition of Sterling Shepard. Isaiah Cole is up to a star dev now. That's pretty awesome. Everybody else, though, is the exact same. Defensively, Bobby Okereke, we saw before the Super Bowl, is up to an X factor now, which is insane. Defense has developed very nicely. So yeah, that's where we're at. Every position's the exact same. Special teams, we don't have a kicker punter apparently. We'll get one. So we will sign a kicker punter, set our goal. Super Bowl, as always, last season, gotta win it. We already made one. So it's not a total failure. 88s all the way across the board. No reason that this team shouldn't make the playoffs. We are 3-4 at the halfway point. So not good. We got some new contracts we can take a look at, but usually you guys know the drill. Year 5, I don't really get to signing much of those contracts. I mean, we're dead last in the division, but we're either 3-4 or 4-3. So again, it's going to come down to somebody barely winning the division. We're probably going to miss out. Quarterback, 1,600 yards, 18 touchdowns, 5 picks, putting together another good year. Nyheim Hines is actually leading the team in rushing. Jonathan Taylor has more carries, but poor rushing performances. Michael Gallup leading the team in receiving yards with 424, 3 touchdowns. Sterling Shepard being nice in the slot, 346 and 5 touchdowns. Hayden Hurst doing all right, and Michael Pittman doing very, very well. Blocking, left tackles giving up quite a bit of sacks. Darius Leonard leading the team in tackles. Desmond King right behind him. Yannick leading the team in TFLs. DeForest Buckner already has 10 sacks. Yannick already has 5.5. Montez 2.5. And Tyquan McNeil 2. I'll tell you one thing. This has been by far the best production getting to the quarterback that I've seen out of any of these teams that we've rebuilt. So if there's any positive to take out of it, it's that. I mean, we got a beast defensive line. So that's pretty dope. Desmond King has 3 picks again. Brenton Lawson has 1. Julian Blackman, Roten, Kenny Moore, and Derek Richard all contributing to the turnover funds. 26th in offensive yards, and we are first in defensive yards. Very nice. Taking a look at the contracts, which we're not going to really bother with. DeForest Buckner is there. Ryan Kelly is there. I would definitely re-sign both those guys for a couple of years. Kenny Moore, Isaiah Cole, so we would finally have to pay a quarterback. Several players there that we would need to re-sign. Once again, really glad I don't have to worry about that. That's always nice in year 5, not having to worry about signing those big players that you made sure you kept all the way through the rebuild. So let's get to the postseason, see if we even made it. We didn't. Went 6-10. Quarterback fell off of a mountain, I guess. 3,500 yards, 29 touchdowns, 700 yards for Jonathan Taylor, 500 for Nyheim Hines. I don't know. I don't really get it. This team did not perform up to expectations outside of the defensive line. Defensive line killed it every single year. Linebackers, too. I mean, the whole defense really just did absolutely great. Just the offense was pathetic. If it's worth any consolation, we made a Super Bowl. We had a great Super Bowl run, but just not enough gas to get us to the finish line against that Tampa Bay team. So, playoffs, 2 out of 5 years, 1 Super Bowl appearance. Could be worse. Did we mess the team chemistry up at the beginning, getting rid of all those players? Maybe. But again, I think those players are going to be gone in real life. They were definitely injured year 1, or in Phillip Rivers' case, I just didn't want them. Jacob Eason didn't perform year 1, so there's a lot of shit going on. What are you going to do? That's the fun in this not quite realistic rebuild. That's going to do it for this rebuild here. Give it a thumbs up, like if you enjoyed it. Subscribe to the channel, of course. Leave comments. Let me know what I did wrong. Let me know what I should do next time. Stuff like that. Any suggestions on playbooks, things like that would be pretty dope. You know the drill. Always at the end. Like, subscribe, follow all the socials. Raise Energy. Use code Colossal Tugboat at checkout. I'm not going to sit here and take too much more time. Hope you enjoyed the video. Hoping for a better result next time. I think we were spoiled with 2 good ones back to back. That's what the channel needed, was a Super Bowl win or 2. That Jaguars one was pretty fun, going from worst to best at the very last year. So it is what it is. Take it easy. Until next time, peace.